All right, what's up? This is TK from Comic Insider and the Gulf Coast CW. We're out here at KoozaCon with Savana Jade Wehunt. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I'm glad to be out this event, even though it's a little bit cold up here.
A little cold, a little bit Silent Hilly driving in.
I know. You notice that with the fog?
Yeah.
We were on the way, like, this morning. My buddy's got better vision, but I didn't have my glasses in. I'm like, this looks like the beginning of the fog or something,
Yeah.
or Silent Hills, something.
We're all
on
stuck
that.
together in a building.
Like I only could see about 20, 30 feet in front of me. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about some of the great movies and shows you've been in. First off, I mean, obviously, we got there in the background, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
What was that like being one of the walkers for that show?
Well, being one of the walkers, it's a fun experience. I grew up working in haunted houses, and I worked for Fright Fest, so kind of zombieism has been in my blood since I was little. little. And then from Walking Dead, I got to be the stunt double and photo double for Carl and Sophia and Penny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that...
Oh, that's cool.
That expanded my horizons more and started to get into more of the doubling work. But yeah, zombie stuff's always fun.
Yeah, not just the zombie stuff, like Hellfest. That was a pretty cool movie. Me and my buddy just watched that. That was like kind of our little Halloween thing for October for this year.
Yeah, we had a Halloween party last weekend, and a lot of my friends hadn't seen Hellfest, and they were like, let's watch it. And they're like, this was actually really good. So,
like horror-themed park, and then you got an actual serial killer. I mean, it just is getting crazier than that.
That's the best setup. Right.
So, I mean, you've been in a lot of other stuff like that. For example, Watchmen.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of DC, so of course I have to mention Watchmen, and of course Stargirl.
Yes, yeah.
And if I don't mention Stargirl, my boss, they'll tear me a new one. So.
Yeah,
but,
I did.
What was it like being on that show? I mean, with such a great cast, like, I mean, Luke Wilson and everybody else that's on there.
Yeah, Stargirl was awesome. It was really, really fun. I'm new to like the DC stuff. My husband's a massive DC fan. So he's training me in the ways of DC. So Stargirl, when I worked on that, he was kind of telling me like, oh, this is important and this is important, and then I was telling him like what I was working on, and he was like, oh, that's awesome. He was like, you get to see some of the cool stuff, and so that was fun. And
did you get to binge some of the first season before?
I did a little bit. Like, I don't like watching week to week because I feel like I forget things, so I am a binge watcher. So
oh yeah, that's what I do. I'll wait till it's like 5 or 6 episodes
and then
into something.
Can watch a little bit.
Watch it all and then come back a couple weeks later.
Yeah, and Watchmen was super awesome to work on as well. That was like kind of a dream come true, and my husband completely nerded out because I got to see things that were happening. He's a DC fan, so he was like, he was like, wait, what? And he was like, you don't even understand what you just filmed. And I was like, nope, I don't, but I had a good time.
So what'd you think on DC between, Stargirl and Watchmen? Because Stargirl's, it's a pretty perky show, a lot of fun, and Watchmen's a lot, serious, a lot more dark side of DC. Yeah,
it was definitely working on the two different sets. It was two different vibes completely. Stargirl was fun and upbeat and younger cast and crew, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. And Watchmen, I just felt like we were filming a dark series. Like the everything was super serious, and I felt like everything we were doing had to be like extremely accurate to the comic book. And I had never read the Watchmen comics, so I didn't exactly know.
Yeah, originally I think I read like 2 or 3 of them, but mainly my knowledge of Watchmen before the show was the movie that came out in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that was it. That's all I knew too.
Which was pretty cool. I mean, you got Rorschach right there. I mean, that was pretty dark.
Yeah.
So, what was one of your favorite characters that you've got to play so far? I mean, because you've also been on stuff like Stranger Things and a whole bunch of stuff.
Probably my favorite character was the new Conjuring movie that just came out. The Devil Made Me Do It. I got to do double and stand-in work for the little boy in the movie.
Okay.
And that was one of my all-time bucket lists, was to work with Patrick Wilson and Vera. And I got to do that, and just that whole moment of working with them, it was like, oh gosh, like one of my all-time favorite moments filming anything.
Right. Awesome. Well, we can't keep you out here all day. We got to make sure you got, there's a whole line of fans right behind us, so we gotta let her get back to work. So before we do hop off here, is there a social media like platform for your fans to be able to find you? Or
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Savana Jade Wehunt fan page, all one word, pretty easy to find.
make sure to check that out.
Or you can follow me on Instagram at Vanna Jade.
All right. Well, make sure to get down to this event. It's a one-day event, so get out here quick. And TK from Comic Siren and the Gulf Coast CW, we will see you in the multiverse. Gotta run.